Bang, bang, boom. Getting to the root of all evil. Got this ECU off. What do I see? Green stuff. When I look in there, what do I see? Green stuff. What do I see? Gremlins. You dig? Shout out to YouTube University. But I think the exact same thing is happening for me that happened with dude. So question is, how did that get in the electrical lines to shoot up to the ECU? Right? And it's probably going to start with the sensor for the water pump. Which I can't get to right now without moving something else. It's probably going to be that same plastic sensor. That's the water pump right there. There's one sensor on the side of the water pump. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna need is some dielectric spray to clean that out. And see what I could do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I have the ECU out, or the PCM, depending on what you want to call it. Obviously, this looks to be an aftermarket part already. Okay, but the issue that I was having was the Thunderbolt pop up with all type of throttle body codes, and basically it forced the car to go into limp mode. So then continuing to drive like that while I was trying to figure it out, I even swapped the throttle body. That did no good. Continuing to drive like that, I got a little overheating today, and I got a alert saying that the I got a little thing popped up saying that the engine coolant temp sensor was bad. So watch the YouTube video. My man damn put me right on the spot on what the issue was. As you can see, if you can see it, we have liquid inside the ECU ports, and we got gremlins on the port, and that's causing the ECU to short out and have a lack of communication. So I'm about to attempt to clean this out with this here computer spray. I'm gonna try to find some dielectric cleaner or degreaser. I probably need to run to the store to grab that, but hey, shit, we on the right track. So again, this is to get rid of those throttle body codes, short in circuit A and B, and incorrect voltage. When you get that Thunderbolt on your 5.7 Hemi, this here is a 2010 Chrysler 300S with the 5.7 Hemi. So how did it get there? I suspect from the water pump, because obviously it's coolant. You've seen the color of it. I think there's going to be a cheap aftermarket coolant temp sensor that's made out of plastic, and the pressure from it shot through the taped up electrical lines all the way back to the ECU. That's what I think is going on, but I'm gonna do another video after I get this cleaned up and see if that code goes away. Until next time, peace. All right. Almost got them gremlins cleaned out of the ECU. Got that one looking almost clean. Almost clean, you dig? I hit it with the computer spray, dust remover, and a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and some Q-tips, you know what I'm saying? And been hitting it with this here shop towel. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, that's how much coolant was in that thing. It was able to, I turned it upside down and wiped it, it was still pouring out. So Now I'm finna try to clean the plug, which might be a little bit more difficult. Might have to take some Q-tips and get them in there. You know what I mean? But we gonna see. All right, we back, ladies and gentlemen. Alcohol, Q-tips, computer spray, shop towel, and a ratchet set. Feel me? So back to the source of the issue that we're having with the Thunderbolt popping up with the throttle body codes, multiple throttle body codes, and eventually a coolant temp sensor code. I finally got this cleaned out. It's mostly good. There's a little bit of green left on there. I'm gonna try to get out. And I got the plug cleaned out. Plug is looking pretty good. Can we see it? Okay. Well, is it clear? I don't know. You feel me? But just maybe potentially save myself thousands of dollars. Definitely PS troubleshooting by certified mechanics. Thanks to Buddy on YouTube. I will put a tag to him below because I forgot his YouTube channel. I just searched the code I was getting up. So it was like a P0123, P0121, P0235 type stuff. Everything was reporting back to the throttle body. Don't quote me on those codes, but I'm gonna put a screenshot of what my OBD tool in Torque Pro was showing me to show you the codes that was popping up. All right, so I'm about to get this hooked up after it dries out a little bit, and then we're gonna see if it's good and continue this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to resume this video with what happened when I plug everything back in. All right, taking a look in the trunk. By the way, this is that throttle body that I bought as a replacement. That thing was $235 from Advance Auto. It's going back. But, by the way, I have the battery disconnected while I'm doing all of this. So make sure that you do that before messing with pretty much anything on the car. And everything on the car got electrical components to a degree. But here we go. So picking up where we left off. Right now, we've got the plug cleaned out. And we have the port on the ECU cleaned out pretty good, as best as I can. And let me show you the sensor that I think is the culprit. If we could get in here. You see that sensor with the red clip right there? Okay. Okay, you see the sensor with the red clip, and you see the bolt that's on it at the top. Okay, that bolt is supposed to be brass, or at least a new one looks brass. And you see some corrosion on it, or possibly somebody put some sort of caulk or sealant on it to prevent it from leaking. Well, I think water was coolant, because the water pump became pressurized from overheating at one point, and I think coolant was shooting through that bolt into the plug, right? As you can see, it's just a couple of wires, but those two wires taped up eventually leads to the rest of the wire harness. Now, the wire harness on this car is a little bit whooped. This motor have been swapped, so it don't look all pretty like a new Mopar, but it's functional right now. At some point, we're going to clean this up a bit. There's no frayed wires that I can see, but I think coolant eventually shot through the wire harness, which goes from there into the back and around where you see it's through that vacuum tubing. Eventually to this plug, which this plug then connects to the ECU, the PCM, the ECM, whatever you want to call it, the computer for the car. So I'm about to reconnect it along with the battery and see where we go from there. All right, the battery is now reconnected along with the ECU, even though it's just sitting out. And we're about to try to give the car a crank and see what's going on. By the way, this device right here is the throttle body. It includes the sensor, which is connected here. That's what I replaced previously to no avail. But we're about to give it a start. And number one, hopefully I don't have to force the computer to relearn the throttle body after doing this, but we finna find out. So what I want you to look for is to see if we get this Thunderbolt in the bottom left hand corner. And if we do get it, we're gonna try to clear it and hopefully it doesn't come back. So let's see. Okay, we got this joker started, and as you can see, we do not have that Thunderbolt. Dun, 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 dun. Turn on some air, baby. Can't be sitting in no hot ass car. You looking good, champ. Looking good, champ. Give it a rev. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of pressure going on. It's a pressurized situation happening. I don't know if y'all can hear the exhaust, but I'm out here applying some major pressure. MagnaFlow exhaust system. You dig? Back talking greasy now that I'm running right. Who won't smoke? Pull up on me. Any 5.7. What's happening? Y'all hear that pressure? RPM's going up to 4,000. You dig? Got nothing going on. Look at that temperature. Look at that temperature. Huh? I was just running over half. You dig? Boom, 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 boom. You dig? All right, so what I'm about to do is get this button back up, which is pretty easy. You just need your ratchet with I think I used a 1/2 inch to get this out of there. It felt kind of snug, like the 1/2 inch was a little bit too much, like it's really a metric, but it ended up fitting with the 1/2 inch. So I just need the 1/2 inch to get this back in here. Put the cover back on, and I'm gonna leave the engine cover off right now while I'm doing my test, because I may end up putting my throttle body spacer back on now that we got this right. Okay, but I do see fluid leaking here. Look at that. So we do have a leak. Look at that. So we do got a coolant leak after all. And where's that leaking from? Could be leaking from the water pump. Right there. Maybe just because I was revving it without it being warmed up. That's what I'm hoping is the situation. Hopefully it put it up under too much pressure, but either way, I'm gonna have this looked at eventually by somebody who can put it up on the lift. You know what I mean? And just double check and verify. I will be changing this hose and a couple other out, but and of course I will be changing that one sensor. So, give me a minute and I'm going for a test ride. All right. We made it. You did. No check engine lights, no thunderbolts, no additional leaking. I will be following up on the coolant hoses, as well as that sensor that I think was the source of the fluid getting to the ECM, PCM. But other than that, we straight for the moment. You did.